The crisis in the Middle East. There were new attacks overnight. Now the worst fighting between Israelis and Palestinians in more than a decade, but we are also seeing signs that a ceasefire could soon take hold.
A Hamas official predicting that could come within days. This as President Biden directly tells the Israeli Prime Minister that he expects the country to de-escalate its attacks. Matt Gutman is there on the ground again for us in Israel. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. There certainly is the sense here on the ground in Israel that this is beginning to wind down. Last night, for the first time since the conflict began, there was an 8-hour span of time in which not a single rocket was fired into Israel. And over the past 48 hours or so, despite continued Israeli airstrikes on Gaza, there have been many fewer casualties there. As you mentioned, the U.S. ratcheting up pressure on Israel, and for the first time, a Hamas official saying publicly that we are likely to see a ceasefire in the next couple days.
This morning, after the 11th straight night of explosions lighting up the skies across the Gaza Strip, Hamas officials predicting a ceasefire to come within a day or two. This Hamas official speaking on Lebanese TV. And this morning, Hamas continuing to fire rockets into Israel, civilians scurrying for cover. Israel's Iron Dome blocking most of the rockets. But 5 Hamas rockets making it into Israel's southern city of Sderot, destroying homes and turning cars into fireballs. With more than 250 Palestinians killed and over 70,000 bombed out of their homes, President Biden calling for de-escalation to begin yesterday. A demand Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu has so far ignored, saying he's determined to continue this operation until its objective is achieved.
This neighborhood is where 28 Palestinian families have been threatened with eviction here in East Jerusalem. That has been one of the main triggers for the conflict between Israel and Hamas.
This video going viral. A woman and her 2 daughters were pummeled by Israeli police when they tried to cross a checkpoint to their home in this neighborhood. The interaction filmed on Palestinian TV. She showed me the homes that face possible eviction. She told us her husband's family has lived here since 1948, the land now in dispute. On one side, those 28 Palestinian families, on the other, Jewish families suing to reclaim property once owned by Jews. She tells me she's not afraid and will never leave her home.
And just about 10 minutes ago, a rocket landed about a mile in that direction. Sirens here. We had to dive in the dirt right here. Now, I've been covering this conflict for 20 years now, and typically just before a ceasefire, both sides try to show this crescendo of firepower. So while we might be near the end, it's certainly not over yet. George.
Yeah, still dangerous. Matt, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.